All right, so if I had to go shut off the gas, I wouldn't just run out there and try to turn it off with my bare hands. I'd get some sort of pliers or something. So I'm going to use these. These work good because you can open it up more. I don't know, I think you might be able to use a screwdriver. I have to, it's been so long since I shut off a gas main, but I know there's holes in it and you might be able to get like something long. What do I got here? You could try it. We'll take it out and try it. I'll try it with this. Maybe I could get it in the hole and crank it over. I don't know. Maybe I could do it by hand. We'll see. All right. I don't feel like going in there right now, but here we go. I think it rained earlier today. All right. Let's see. Here's the shut off. Wait. Let me go back. It's kind of cramping here. Jeez. It was nasty. That's the shut off. See, it's going in the direction of the pipe. So, and it's not budging, right? And I don't think that screwdriver trick is going to work. No, definitely not. No gas to the house now. And they don't, so this is why I like to have a shut off at the beginning of the manifold, because this isn't that easy for me to get to, and for most people to turn off, you know, unless you have a pair of pliers. Well, now that we're talking about gas, this is a kill switch for the HVAC system. It's really for heaters, and it'll cut the power, right? This was left here by a previous owner. So I have the account number written up on top of it. It's always good to have the account number. When I'm dealing with gas, I don't want to be digging around looking for a bill. So that just kills the electricity going to the HVAC system. Gas burner. Something just beeped. The beep was the dehumidifier getting ready to kick on. So this shuts off the gas to your burner, and if you, for some reason, if you can't get downstairs, I don't know if there's like a fire, a flood, whatever. Actually, if there's a flood, it might not be a fire, but just kill this power, the electricity at the top of the stairs, right? And that's what this would do here too. So when the technician comes, they usually kill this. They cut it off before they start digging around inside and stuff. But that kill switch that we were using, it's the electricity coming in to here. All right, I'm just going to go over how to shut off the gas supply to the different appliances. So for a heater, you can see they all look the same in this house, probably in the development. So to shut this off, I think the shorter one I like to put my thumb on. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but right, hand on the longer side, thumb on the shorter, but who cares about the technique? Anyway, so that's off, right? Very easy shut off. And there you can see some of your stainless, and it's stainless steel because the black pipe would corrode from there's like moisture inside that develops. Okay, so, and this is actually for that moisture or condensation. All right, so they have it so it can just build up in here. I guess build up in here. They don't want it, you don't want your moisture to be up above this because that's where it's going into the unit. So they have this extra nipple and cap. They tee it off, nipple, cap for the condensation. And all right, so here we go with this hot water heater. These are newer, so you don't have a pilot light, but if you wanted to check, you could in here. Okay. Let's see. Can I just set that down? Will that work? Not really. All right. And we'll slide this over. and look inside. So there's an electronic ignition, but if there was a pilot, you would see it right around in there, right around here, along with like a red dial where you can set it, where you can, it could be off. It's like off, pilot, on. Or is it off, on, pilot? Anyway, when you're turning on a pilot light, you need to set it to pilot, because it's giving it more fuel just to fire it up for like the first 5 seconds or something. Okay. Let me get my screen back in place. There we go. Here we go again. Nope, the other way. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, that one was a little stiff. I wouldn't mess with these, but that's probably what makes it stiff. Or maybe it's just been sitting here for like 10, 12 years and since it was moved. Because the one on the heater, I replaced the heater, what, like 2.5, 3 years ago? 3.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago. So that one, that shut off was off 3.5 years ago. This one probably wasn't touched for over a decade. Okay, and see, there you go. This is for your condensation down here below this T, right? Because this is where it's going in. Okay, and I think we already talked about this stuff, but we'll go over it again. Get my 5-gallon bucket lined up. Okay, so we already did this one, right? This one goes to here, and this one is just for the fireplace. I like that. I would have preferred having one over here, not on the pipe, but maybe having this connection, compression fitting and stuff over here, and then having a nipple there with the, wait, where am I at? With the shut off. So it could have been shut off, so the house could have been shut off easier. Not the house, but the appliances. So yeah, so I know, you know, now you got to go out to the water meter. If you smell gas, just go to the water, or not water meter, the gas meter, and shut it off, and go with a pair of pliers, because it's not going to turn by hand. And I'll show you that. Now, maybe I'll put that at the beginning of the video. That's probably the best one to know where it's at and how to do it. All right, laundry. There's really not much to write home about here. That's the breaker that shut off. The double pole 30 amp breaker. I'm not using it, so I shut it off. Here's where the 3/4 inch gas, flexible gas line comes in. You can see the shut off. I was saying you should have two shut offs, one before and one at the appliance. And of course the vent, your dryer vent, which reminds me, the age of these houses, you should probably be getting your, like, a dryer, what do they call it, like, I guess dryer vent. Get them cleaned out, because that could be a fire hazard. Lint is going to get past the lint filter, work its way in there, and over a couple of decades it's going to build up. And you know, is it likely to happen? Probably not, but it could be a fire hazard, because lint is flammable. I think that's it over here. It's pretty much the same. Yeah, I replaced these when I moved in, and I put a pan under there. Is that going to really help much? If the washer's leaking 30 gallons of water, probably not. But I put it there anyway. I don't know. You can actually, there's like a threaded in the center. You can actually like drill a hole through the floor, connect it to a drain line, probably put a trap on it so you don't get the fumes coming up, and tie it into your plumbing downstairs. So if it does leak 30 gallons of water, it'll find its way out without messing anything up. But is that going to happen? Probably not, so I didn't do it. And there's the connection for the natural gas grill. And you can see again, wait, you can't see because I'm behind the, let me try it this way. See the blue handle there? That's the shut off. And this opens up, it's like a quick connect fit. which actually might not meet code anymore, but it was there when I got here. Okay, so the moral of that story is, if you get one, set it off so you know what it sounds like. Now that we're talking about shutoffs, even though this is plumbing, and I've talked about this, and I'll talk about this stuff in a plumbing video, I just want to show you how to shut off your water. If you have like a nasty leak going on, first floor, second floor, wherever, and you just you don't know where to go, and you can go to your PEX manifold and go down the list and figure out what to shut off. But if you're not sure, just come here and shut that one off. See the blue one there? That's probably the best one to shut off unless you have a leak going. I generally try to stay away from the stuff on the water company side, like that red one. But it's a little harder to shut off than those red gas shutoffs. It's also a ball valve, but it's not nearly as difficult as that gas meter one. And again, the ball valves, it's a quarter turn, and this is only going to go in one direction. So I'll just show you. We just come here, and it's like when my mother moved into a townhouse, I had her. Her townhouse was built in 1983. It had those gate valves, and I had everything replaced with ball valves, so she could just look. This one actually works really good. Yink. Nice and easy. If I didn't zoom in, it might be even easier. So that's where you would shut off the water main. I might as well go to the PEX and show you that. All right, I didn't do this in a plumbing video, so it's probably good that I do all the shut off stuff right here, like in this video, in these series of videos. So okay, we got washing machine in the laundry room. If there's a leak, like if that flexible line burst and you got water, cold water or hot water shooting out all over your laundry room, you come down to your PEX, you locate where it is, and if you can't figure out what the heck you're looking at, just go to the main and shut it off there. You're going to get more water because all that, the water and the volume of water in your pipe between wherever you shut off and wherever it's leaking, that's going to keep going until there's no water left or very little water left. That's why I'm saying come here, because if you shut it off at the main, then all the water that's going from here all the way back to the shutoff, that's going to have to empty out too, right? So, okay, clothes washer, you should have one of these. Make sure you have this on your manifold, right? It just pops right in there, and if it's not in there, it might be actually in one of your, shutoffs. So we got the clothes washer, and again, this isn't as simple as the ball valve, but you can see the diamond, it's going in this direction, sort of, right? I mean, it's actually, the longer side is in that direction. Come here, give it a quarter turn, right? Either way, this one goes in either direction, these PEX, right? So you want it to be perpendicular. And now it shuts off the water for this one particular device, and you got water in the rest of your house. So it's good to know. Just make sure you have one of these. And if you don't, you can probably get a pair of pliers and turn it, but you just want to make sure that you have it that long, the length of the diamond going perpendicular to your line. So where are my hose bibs? Here, see, hose bibs are off, right? Because I'm not using them. I don't care if it's summer, winter, spring, fall. Unless I have a contractor out there power washing or something, it's off. Unless I'm out watering plants, I just leave them off. And then this will just snap back in there. You see that little thing? Right, and there you go. So that's how I would deal with shutting off water. I would try to go to as close as you can to what's leaking. So for example, actually I might as well go up there and show you. The supply line for the toilet, there's actually, I think, it might be, can't remember. I'll go look. If there's a shut off at the toilet, I'll let you know. If not, you got to come down here. Master bath. See how I relabeled them? Because I actually tested each one. Okay, bath number 1. So this is the powder room. Lav is toilet, right? Cold. Actually, no. That's the sink. Let me see. Where is the? Here it is. It actually says toilet. All right, that's in the hallway in the second floor. Where are the other ones? Okay, powder room. Yeah, I don't know where the master bath is. Anyway, I have a note up here. Where is the bath on the second floor tub cold water shut off? Because wherever it was labeled here, it didn't shut off when I tried. Now, the supply line for the powder room does not have a shut off. And that's just the nature of PEX plumbing.